The cool thing about Llama is that Meta made it open source. Even though they're like a big tech company, they were still nice enough to release this as open source technology, which means people can build their own ecosystems around it. That means that there's so many different open source projects surrounding this, and there are a lot of different ways that you can run Llama. And we're going to get into the tech and some of that and some of the different options you have to run it. So check it. Here's a basic rundown. It comes in 4 different sizes. You got the 1B and the 3B, then you have the 11B and the 90B. The 11 and the 90 have image capabilities, so it can recognize images and what's in them. 1B and 3B do not have vision capabilities. 11B and 90B do. The text capabilities of the 11B and the 90B are the same as 3.1, so you can just use them as drop-in replacements for Llama 3.1. If you want, you can just take whatever your application used for 3.1, remove the 3.1, drop the 3.2 in, the text capabilities will work just the same, and then it adds vision to it. One of the easiest ways to get chatting with any LLM, especially the Llama 3.2 small versions, is to use Ollama. You can download it for Windows, Mac, or Linux, and it has instructions. Go over to the models page, and because it's the newest one, Llama 3.2 is right there. They have the 1B and the 3B versions. This is one of the most straightforward ways to get LLM on your computer. In my last video, I got the 1B and the 3B versions to run on an older laptop with a basic processor. It's so efficient, it's crazy, but the quality of the text output is still really good. It works from the command line, and it also works from the web interface that is open source and runs on your computer locally. I have links in the description so that you can learn how to install it if you're not familiar. Next up is Exo Labs with their compute cluster. This actually allows you to run a home compute cluster with multiple computers, and it works on Linux and Mac. Here's a video of someone running a compute cluster with Exo on 2 different Macs on an airplane. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And you can cluster as many together as you want. I haven't had a chance to test it yet, but I would like to make a video about it if I get around to it. Another cool thing about the Exo compute clusters is that it uses peer-to-peer networking. So it doesn't matter if you have like 1 Windows computer, 2 Macs, and whatever. They just find each other. The Exo compute cluster has several built-in models, including the Llama 3.1405B. Independent developers even make their own little additional things that they put on GitHub within the Llama ecosystem. So they just came out with those vision models, and someone actually coded something that uses Gradio to do vision capabilities with Llama 3.2 right through the web browser. It says this demo requires an A100 GPU, so if you don't have an A100, you can rent one in the cloud somewhere, and you can just do multimodal chat through Gradio with Llama. Now finally, I'll wrap it up with Meta's new video generation model, which will be open source. They're going to release the code. It's 12 billion parameters. It'll be out on who knows when. I'm sure that they'll just randomly drop that announcement on X, and I will know about it right away because I have them on notification bell. And I'm going to figure out what I need to do to run it. If I have to rent some cloud compute to do it, I will. But this is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to figure out what I can do on my own from some rented cloud compute, or maybe even my GPU cluster, and make video that's generated that looks this good. That wraps it up. It's some of the stuff going on in the open source ecosystem for Llama. I mean, obviously there's like a million other things, but that's kind of what's been going on lately. So I wanted to fill you in on what sort of projects are around. As always, I thank you for watching all the way to the end. Appreciate your time. If you're new to my channel and you want to see more about open source AI news and also specific instructional videos about how to do open source AI stuff on your own computer, please gently caress that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video.